And for one last time, why not? Let's just enter here and take a explore around the place and see just what we're leaving behind once we're done.
Hello, friend. Select your vehicle. Abracadabra. Can I help you further? Bye-bye for now.
Can I help you further? All this time I never knew what he was saying there, so it's fun to know that I know what he's saying now. So anyway, with that said, hey there people of the internet world, welcome back to what is the finale of Diddy Kong Racing. So, as I've said here, I'm just wanting to take one last look around the place, just to see what's this whole island one last time, because we're never going to see it again once we're done. So, I just wanted to take an homage to all the places that we visited, that while this has been a journey, this has been a fun journey, and I've enjoyed this journey ever so much. Even though it's been one weird and very tough journey, this has still been a pretty fun journey regardless. Is it over here? No, it's over here. So yeah, this I certainly don't regret Let's playing this game, even though this is a very well-known, very well-liked game, or whatever. I mean, I like Let's playing well-liked games, or whatever. But you know, I just want to play games that I like, I guess, or I just want to take advantage of the moment while I still have it. So here we go. We just finished our tour of the whole island. So now let's go ahead and just get back to what we were going to do.
Future Funland.
And visit Future Funland one last time. Now, what am I saying here? Hold on, I'll try this again. So, everything is said and done at this point. All we have to do now is to go ahead and beat the trophy race, and then we're off to fight Wizpig. Well, race, but whatever. So, let's not waste any more time, and let's see how nicely the trophy race is going to treat me.
Space Dust Alley.
Now, there's something interesting about this trophy race, and I'll say that, and you'll know what it is as soon as we get to it. But it's not something we haven't seen before, but it's an interesting choice. But anyway, do I want to get my final thoughts now? No, I just want to focus on. Well, I guess I can just go ahead and just say what my thoughts on the lands are, and not just the whole game in general. But my thoughts on the lands here. We're here in Future Funland, and honestly, this is my favorite. This is one of my personal favorite land for a reason. Spaceport Alpha alone is like a very near and dear one that I enjoyed a lot. But I feel like if I didn't have Spaceport Alpha, I don't know if I would have liked this as much. I like Spaceport Alpha that much. It's not to say that the whole game is not good either without it, though. I mean, we still got there's still a lot of good things to say about the game, but I'll get to that as we get to that later. But what am I trying to say here? But with that said, then what am I trying to say here? I don't know. I'm right to everything. But as far as the lands go, this is my personal favorite for a reason. I've always liked the aesthetics for space or whatever, and this place took advantage of the aesthetics pretty well, I just gotta say. With Space Dust Alley, Dark Moon Cavern, Spaceport Alpha, and Star City. They just got that futuristic look down pretty well, honestly. That's my personal opinion, though. That'll always be my personal opinion. That's not to say every other world doesn't have anything good for it. Dino Domain was a really good one to start with. It was a really good starting point for those, especially for the casuals, because this game is competitive and casual, so there's that. But it just makes for a good stepping stone for what you need to do, and it just shows that you just need to not just win, but I mean, what do you need to do? You just need to be ready to race and have fun or whatever. And Dino Domain is a good one to start with. So now what was the ice village called? Not Snowflake Mountain. Snowflake Mountain, actually? I don't know. But yeah, the Ice World. The Ice World was... It gave a lot of good things about it, like, and including one or two of the best songs in the game. And that's not to say the whole entire game has the best songs in it. I am so horrible with words. I am so sorry, but I can't say much more about it. I don't really have much topic to talk about because we're nearing the end of the game here. We just gotta finish off 3 more tracks and we're done. So there's that. Hey Conquer, where have you been this whole time? Sherbet Island? Sherbet Island, yeah, Sherbet Island. Sherbet Island can go up itself. Like, that's probably my least favorite world, only because of... I mean, I've seen the beach world. I've seen beach world aesthetics so much that it gets tiring, and I kind of get bored of the beach theme in racing games, or in any game in general. Like, I get tired of it. I never grew too fond of beach worlds, just because it just, I don't know. It's a dull world to me. I mean, the most fun I had was Crescent Island, but Crescent Island still could have been better. That was with Pirate Theme though, so I guess I'll give that a pass. With that said, though, I still don't like Sherbet Island as much as I probably could or should, but that's just me. And what was the last one? Dragon Forest. Dragon Forest has something going for itself. Dragon Forest was just all sorts of coolness. With the, it was different too. It was like the plains.
Star City.
Yeah. Okay, this is what I was talking about here. It starts. The third race is Star City, not Spaceport Alpha, which to me is a weird thing. But I mean, it's not like we haven't seen that before. I mean, Snowflake Mountain. I keep thinking Snowflake Mountain, but I don't think that's the right name for that right hub world. But anyway, with the Snow Road, they did that as well. Where was it? No, it wasn't Snow Road. It was Sherbet Island actually that got the Pirate Lagoon and Crescent Island mixed up in their order. So yeah, there's that. But I mean, it's still weird to me because Spaceport Alpha, I felt, probably should have been the last race for all of it. Like, it should have been the last one that showed how difficult it was. Instead, Star City, this really simple one which is very simple, was the last one. Which I guess is to take a break after Spaceport Alpha from the regular races. Jesus. But still, I feel like they should end it on that same difficult note, rather than just end it with Star City. Star City is still a cool one to end on. I just felt like it could have been a little better if Spaceport Alpha was the last one. But that's a personal opinion. Like, this whole thing has been personal opinion, so there's that. But that's... Whee! Oh, shoot! It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm still good. I got my 10 bananas. I can still get top speed. Oh, jeez. Oh. I start talking shit about this map, and it just suddenly made me do that. Thanks, game. Thanks for showing that I need to be unbiased for everything. So, oh, jeez. All right, well, let's just finish this race up and get to Spaceport Alpha. Boy, I almost mushed that one up so hardcore. Woo, doggy. That was close. All right, so with that. Spaceport Alpha. Let's see how well we can finish this race off. And I will say this, for it being the trophy race's last race, it makes sense because the AI is... I feel the AI is almost at its worst here because of this part here, as I said, where they don't hit that because when you don't see them hit that. They don't hit that when you look at them. And then just... the overall difficulty of like this room and then the AI being so freaking fast like that, like Diddy just suddenly just got in first place all of a sudden. That was Conquer actually, that's Conquer. Yeah, that's Conquer. How did he do that? Like, how did he just suddenly just burst himself into first place? What did he do? Oh, if I was going to lose a race in the trophy races, it would be this one, wouldn't it? It definitely would be this one. Well, I am not letting you take this away from me, Conker. You can get out of my way and let me take the lead here, because I don't need you to ruin it for me. Okay, I got this. Conker's still sort of on my butt, but I can get this. Like, this shouldn't be difficult. But yeah, what was I talking about? Dragon Force. Next to Future Funland, that's definitely my favorite world. Next to Future Funland, just because of the dragons and the stages themselves. The stages were just some of the best, I feel. I just like the stages. Is that really all I can? That's all I can really say. That's all I can really say about it. That's all you can say. Once for anybody that gets that reference. Alright, gonna run this corner, and that is it. All trophy races in first place. Yeah! Sweet. Alright, so we get our last bit of points. And then we make a statement. I own the races. These are mine. No one can defeat me. Except for maybe one person, and that's Wizpig. Well, I guess now is a good time to go ahead and get ready for that, because there's really nothing else for us to do. All that's left now is Wizpig himself. So, goodbye TT, goodbye Future Funland. This has been fun, but now I gotta get myself ready for the race of my life. Alright, Wizpig. You have been a thorn in my side for far too long. Now it's time to end this. Once and for all. I am a mouse, thank you very much. Alright. Our final race against Wizpig, the second race. Let's do this! The final race against Wizpig, and I'll tell you right now, this race can probably give you one of the hardest times in the entire game. But, honestly, that's really a personal opinion. In my honest opinion, this is probably the easiest race in the game. Simply because once you get ahead of them, you have nothing to worry about. People have a lot of worry about this next room that's coming up. And honestly, there's one easy way to do it without the shield. Just like that. You do not get hit by any bullets, they cannot hurt you from when you go on top, and that is it. That is this whole entire race. You are still in the lead, you are still beating Wizpig, he cannot get in front of you, aside from this point right here. He just goes a little faster. But even then, by the second lap, you get ahead so much that he doesn't do that. You just take this route here that I'm taking here, and he cannot beat you. It's almost a little upsetting in that sense, because Wizpig won. That was the hardest race ever conceived by racing programmers and all of its background. But this is supposed to be the harder race in particular, and yet aside from the first lap, aside from coming through this part here and him passing up at this point, he has not gotten in front of me. Like, he has not gotten in front of me, and he may have gotten close a couple of times during the finish line. I have been paying attention to his spot during the part that we have to cross the finish line. But still, look at this. He has not gotten any further ahead of me. and he will not because of this room here. People have much trouble in this room. But as long as you stay up top and you approach this part here in a diagonal fashion, you're safe. You're good. That's it. And you cross the finish line and you're done. The race is over. You can come back. Oh, the rocket's going out of control. Watch out for that big rock, big giant planet that you can crash into, or not. Okay. The biggest mystery here. Did the rocket blow up or did he crash onto the planet? You decide. But with Wizpig defeated, the island returns to its former glory. And now everybody can celebrate properly. No more Wizpig. He's gone for good this time. And not only is it the main playable characters that are around now, including TT and Drumstick, you get to party with all the bosses! Including Mr. Triceratops here, who has a family, actually. A little teenage boy and a little girl that Pipsy seems to be taking for a ride. Or the little dinosaur's taking Pipsy for a ride. But it's not over yet, because Drumstick is here, the Walrus is here, Triceratops is still running around here. He's not dancing, he's just running around now, which is weird. Conker's celebrating his good vibes. Even the dragon's not really a bad guy, he's just kind of a jerk. But even then, the dragon's not a bad guy, he's just helping to celebrate. Giving Timber a ride, when Timber's supposed to be the main character. But, You do what you can, I guess. Good times are for everybody here of this island. I don't know if the island actually ever had a name. Darn it, it's not over. Philly. Or is it? No one knows. At least no one will ever know until, like, Diddy Kong Racing 60 DS, which I haven't played that game, but I don't know if I heard good things about it. I'll just say it that way. But with that said, this is it. This has been Let's Play Diddy Kong Racing. And this was an interesting challenge here. Cal, I both hate you and respect you for this. Well, respect because, this was a challenge, I'll say that. Adventure 2 mode with Time to Lose on at the same time. This made for an interesting challenge, but golly, it came with some bullshit points that I was ready to just leave and quit and just call it a freaking Let's Play because wow. Freaking wow. Boulder Canyon and Whale Bay can just jump off a cliff or jump off a waterfall or something. Just do something, just go away. I cannot believe those were that way. I almost think that I said it before, but I'm almost certain they were not play tested with that code on. I am guaranteeing you that the code was never tested for fairness or whatever. But aside from that, though, this was still an interesting challenge because the AI was just as hard in any other stage because they were not ready to let up. Even some of the bosses were not ready to let up. Like, the Triceratops caught me off guard, but I think that was because of my fault. The freaking walrus can go run off a freaking cliff for all I care. I cannot stand the walrus. Even on normal mode, I cannot stand him. And I hope he freaking dies. But that's just an opinion. Bombs away! All balloons are red. Cool. It's not time to lose again. I still can't get over that. That was still one of the craziest things I've seen. Oh, jeez. Alright, so from this point it's just showing us time trials from TT's times. Not your times, but TT's times. And these are all not difficult to beat. They're just kind of annoying. And yeah, I guess that's a thing. Actually, I did do TT's challenge because I wouldn't have TT as a character if I didn't do these. So, okay, I guess he's on my times. I should have thought of that a little better, but oh well. But yeah, that is it. That is all for this game, and yeah, I guess we'll just wait till the next game to see what happens. So with that said, this is Skibatu. And until our next Let's Play, goodbye to you. Laters!